Welcome back, everyone. We are picking up right where we left off last week with the men's suit jacket upcycle. So I'm going to do a little recap and then we're going to get into the rest of the upcycle. All right, so you're going to start off with two men's blazers. I took those blazers and I cut straight across from armpit to armpit in both jackets. It's important that both jackets are about the same size, so make sure that both jackets kind of fit similarly on you. So you saw me try them on last week. Then we're going to cut both of those jackets in half. Granted, could you cut them in half first? Yeah, but I didn't want anything moving around, so I decided to keep the jacket as whole as possible. Then I sliced the jacket again just above the pockets, leaving just enough room above the pockets so that I could have somewhat of a seam allowance. Did that on both jackets. Now I'm going to cut those pieces in half as well along the back seam. I did try to preserve the seam so that I could press that open. It might not seem like a lot of fabric, but when you open up a seam allowance, you gain almost an inch or more of additional fabric in that seam. And so that's going to be important when you're trying to reassemble this jacket. So for the bottom portion, I also cut that in half at the vents. Then I organized how I wanted the colors to kind of lay against each other. And then I began to stitch right on top of the fabric and connect all the pieces. I wanted to keep the raw edge because I thought that was a nice design element. I like that unfinished look, and so that's what I ended up doing. All right, the next part is removing the sleeves, because after I tried it on, I was like, I want the sleeves to be just the opposite, the same way the fabric is pulled together. So that's what I ended up doing. I put the jacket on the dress form to try to get the back seam to line up. I ended up doing most of it at the sewing machine, laying it out flat on the sewing machine and stitching down the center back. You can do this however you want. You can do it overlapping or not. You could sew the seams and keep the raw edges on the inside. It's completely up to you. And then I also decided that I needed some zhuzh. I just did. I felt like it needed something else. And even though I was going to add brooches later, it just wasn't enough. So we took some ties and I created these, what I call little pinwheels. And each one of them was different. They were all different sizes. And I attached them to the jacket. Now here you see they're kind of sticking out, and I didn't really like it that way. We'll talk about a little later what I ended up doing. Hey guys, welcome back. As promised, I'm starting the video off with the completed upcycle. My dog just jumped up and ran over to me like something was happening. I think he wants to GOO YouTube. Anyway, as promised, I'm coming back with a full upcycle. I wanted to let you all know the jacket was inspired by this page boy hat that I had on last week. I think you guys might have seen it when I went out to visit Nikki at Kinfolk. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have a jacket that kind of looked a little patchworky? I didn't exactly get the patchwork, but I got close. Okay. Anyway, I'm super happy with the way the blazer ended up coming out. As you can see, I tapered it in the waist. I gave it a little shape on the sides. The ties that I cut up and created to little patches all over, I love. I am carrying this beautiful suede bag by Madewell. I will link it below. I absolutely Love it. It is this beautiful deep chocolate brown. It's got little gold clip on it and it closes with a magnet. It's super spacious and a little pocket on the inside. It is so, so nice. And I think it goes great with this brown. So you can see where I added the tie embellishments. I still have some threads, but I pressed the ties down because I wanted them to blend into the fabric. I wanted them to just really be part of the fabric and not kind of be sticking out, you know? So I really love the way this turned out. So I think I have somewhere around here the pants that match the Marshall Fields jacket. I'll need to find that. But anyway, I wanted you guys to see this because I am going to wear this on Thursday to an event. I've got to style it up. I've got to figure out what pants I'm wearing. The event said, come professional with a statement piece. I think I got it. I'm very happy. Let me know what you guys think about it. Y'all like the little patch on the back? Yeah, lovely. And I'm still loving the hair. I haven't had hair this long in a really long time, but I like it. All right, you guys, let's get into the rest of this week. All right, just wanted to share with you my OOTD. I've been getting so much wear out of this little Gucci pouch. I picked this up at the Randolph Street Market, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, first of all, I love the kind of muted G's that are on there. And second, I was like, this is such a great color. I was like, I just feel like this is gonna come in handy. I had a couple meetings outside of the office today. This was perfect. I could put everything in here with no problem whatsoever. I have on these brown pants from Style We, the shoes from Cozy Island. These are the boots that I've been wearing an insane amount. This jacket I thrifted with you guys when we were getting ready for fall. It is Jones of New York. It's kind of a bomber style, but it's got like these ribbed sleeves, kind of exaggerated here. And then I just have on a cream color bodysuit up underneath. And this was the outfit for my Zoom calls, for my meeting out of the office. Anyway, this was the look for today. That is it. So I'm going to get myself ready for bed because it is late. All right, you guys, I'm going to call it a night and I will see you in the morning. We missed you last week. Okay, let's get you. All right, we're going to try to get you caught up before they get here. So don't worry about plugging in your sewing machine because you won't use that today. You decided which apron you want to make? Hey guys, I did not check in yesterday, only to give you a glimpse into my sewing class. And I didn't even do an OOTD, but I had on that cropped military jacket, these beige cargo pants from Karen the Brit Chick, the drop, that I just still love. Yeah, I had on like a bodysuit up underneath. So that was it. We had a great class, which, by the way, I just got good news. I just got approval from the dean of the college to teach upcycling next semester. Right? So I was talking to my girlfriend Sherry, and she was so excited about me teaching. She's just, she's been excited about it since I started this semester. So I've been teaching. Actually, I started in the summer. So she's like, why aren't you teaching classes every day? I'm like, girl, I gotta go to work. I got a full-time gig. And she's like, why can't that be your full-time gig? She's so funny. So anyway, I would love that to be. But I'm saying all that to say, you guys, that if you are interested in taking an in-person live upcycling class with me next semester, you need to be subscribed to my newsletter. That's the first thing, so that you can get updated every time I share information. And that's the only place I'm going to put the link for you to sign up for the class. So I won't talk about it on here. I'm not going to put it in the description box, but it'll be in the newsletter, so check it out. All right, so I was invited to a little boutique. Is having a private kind of reception, and I'm here now. It's Ms Catwalk. It is over here on 23rd and Michigan, and y'all, I'm about to turn this camera around, and y'all are about to see some of the cutest clothing that you have ever seen. Look at this. Okay, first of all, this dress, love, absolutely love. Look at the bust portion. This jacket, very Chanel-esque. This dress, I feel like I need this dress for New Year's, y'all. And this dress, gorge. This coat, everything, and giving me all kinds of upcycle. Hey girl, hey! All kind of upcycle inspiration. So I'm talking to you guys now because I'm on the outside of the store, and I know when I get in the inside there's going to be music, and so that's why I'm showing you all this stuff in the window now before we go in. All right, so here's another. This is a shirt. Look at this shirt with these bows on it. Loving it. We're about to go in the store. I actually like that top. It's a little risque, but I like it. We're gonna go in the store and see what we can see what they got. This is Ms Catwalk. Let me see if I can get the sign in the background. Ms Catwalk. All right, let's go in. So I am back from Ms Catwalk. I'm waiting for my phone to kick in. And there we go. And I am headed back over there to interview the owner next week. I'm going to include her in my special video that is going to highlight women-owned businesses in fashion around Chicago. So I'm excited to talk to her. She has some really cute pieces. I'll show you one piece that I picked up, but I did want to share with you my OOTD because we didn't get around to that today. So I'm wearing this two-piece outfit from Scoop, Walmart, and I love the quality of the fabric. I really like the way the pants fit. The peplum top is really more summery. I mean, it's in between fall and summer, but I thought I would put a shirt under it. I thought about putting a turtleneck under it, but I'm wearing this shirt from Urban Revival, and it's in the same color family. And so I thought that the green on green, you know, I just figured I'd try it out and see how I like. And I let the shirt hang out at the bottom, and I actually like it. I might try it with a contrasting shirt. I had on a cream shirt at first, but then it was a men's shirt. It was a little too oversized, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be playing with the sleeves too much. But I really, really like this shirt from Urban Revival, so I wore that. And then I have my bag from Madewell. I will link it. Just remember, you guys can shop the items that I'm sharing right from the app. So, and it really helps me out too when you go through YouTube and pick up the pieces that I share. So I try to share most of what I'm wearing or using so that if you guys are interested, you can go ahead and purchase it. But I appreciate anybody that clicks on the links and makes a decision to buy. And then my shoes, I don't even have to say the shoes because I wear the damn shoes almost every day. Okay. In fact, you guys saw that video where I passed up on those brown, they were the brown tall boots that stretched. Well, Cozy Island has a pair very similar. I think I'm just going to buy them because I feel like I need that tall brown boot that really fits my calf, that I can wear a pencil skirt with, a long skirt with. And these are the short boots. So the other ones are just like these, except they're longer and they're waterproof. Water resistant, rather. Water resistant. So how could I pass that up? Anyway, this was the look for today. I'm wearing these Blu-ray, is it called Blu-ray, blue lens glasses because I sit and look at the computer all day. All right, you guys, I'm going to start winding down. I am wearing my new Ultra Human ring. And again, this is all in line with me trying to focus more on my health. What I put in, what I take out. I ate horribly today. We had our team retreat and they had pizza. Y'all, I have not had pizza in 8 months. I ate horribly today. So I'm about to eat a salad with spinach, mixed greens, tomatoes, cucumbers, and a little bit of dressing. That's what I'm going to eat right now so that I can take my supplements. But y'all, I ate horribly today. But the Ultra Human ring is helping me to monitor my stress levels, my sleep, my activity. I've been running pretty much every day or every other day. Just have to put it in my schedule, walk the dogs, come home, put on my clothes, go out. 3 miles every day. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. All right, you guys, I'm out. See you later. All right, I am headed out to the networking event sponsored by the Chicago Fashion Coalition. I always tell you guys about Marquand Jones, who runs the Chicago Fashion Coalition. He has quite a few events. He usually does something during Fashion Week. I missed this event this year. I don't know how. I thought I was going to this event because I saw his logo on this particular show, and then he wasn't there, and I don't know, maybe he just had his hands in it. Anyway, I am wearing this is the corset that I got last night at Catwalk Boutique, and we'll be talking to the owner soon. I have on a men's white shirt underneath the jacket that I upcycled, and then I have on these brown slacks that I just tucked inside my boots. So I feel like I'm giving a very vintage, masculine, but yet feminine. And I put on this red tie to kind of set things off. I don't like the length of it too much, and I was wondering if maybe I should tuck it and do a little something like that, or let it loop a little bit. I'm already late, so I don't know. And then I can't really bring it all the way up because the shirt obviously is oversized, so I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. And I got tons of threads hanging off me. I really gotta do something about that. There's one. Definite no-no. Do as I say, not as I do when it comes to that. I am bad. When I sew on my industrial machine, I have so many threads left over because it doesn't cut the thread. Not a pin. Okay, and then I'm carrying this bag. Is just coming in the clutch all the time, but I like it for a pop of color against the brown, bringing in the tie. Also picking up some of the design on the corset. I think the corset is a nice contrast. I like it. I just do. And I know it doesn't match, but I think that that's part of the appeal. Let's go since I'm already so late. See y'all. Hey guys, happy Thursday. I am headed out to the Chicago Fashion Coalition Fashion Social networking event, and of course I'm wearing something of my own. This is it's 2 men's suit jackets that I upcycled. Tutorials coming soon. Men's tie, little corset giving vintage vibes. Men's shirt, pants, and boots with a little suede on the back, and my little page boy. And of course I had to do some brooches on the jacket. Oh, and my bag. Love this bag. All right, you guys, see you later. let's just say your girl knows how to put that on. Okay? 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 Yeah. I couldn't stand myself. I think that's gonna be my new line. Yeah. Girl, y'all, when I walked in there and they were like, so what's all this? I was like, it's elevation. It's elevating. Oh yeah. I was so uncertain about this jacket. Y'all saw the video. I was not feeling it. I didn't like the way it was coming together. And it needed some zhuzh. It needed zhuzh. I'm going to try to put zhuzh in the title. I know YouTube is not going to like that. I know YouTube is probably going to be like, what the is zhuzh? What is zhuzh? Okay, y'all, I am so tired and I got such a long day at work tomorrow. Whew. And I still don't know what I'm wearing to this event tomorrow, Saturday night. Let my feet breathe. Oh, God. Oh, tired because I had to be talkative and I had to be friendly. Not like being friendly. Ouch. Sorry. Not like the being friendly part was hard, but just being on, just having to turn it on, just, how you doing? My name's Jen. What's your name? What do you do? Everybody had a color-coded wristband tonight. So if you were a designer, it was gold. If you were blue, you were a model. They had talent scouts there. I was like, okay, Marquand, you're bringing it. You're bringing value because that's what people want. They want to not just be in a setting where you're getting a chit chat with people, but you're getting value. And I didn't want to stand in the line, but there was a agency there for content creation. And I just didn't feel like standing in the line. I was just like, I'm not 20 anymore. I can't. So I'll catch them on the next go round. And had I known that that's what they were looking for, I probably would have made it a little bit of priority. But I was like, no. Oh, y'all, my feet kind of hurt. I gotta drink some water tonight. All right, y'all, good night. Hey, y'all. All right, so we're getting dressed for the day. Have work meetings today outside of the office. So I'm wearing this black cable knit dress that I have had for like 3 years. I have it in green, cream, and black, and I've never worn it. I was gonna upcycle it into something else, but the dress is super cute. I love the uneven hemline. I love that. I'm wanting to be comfortable today, so I'm just gonna throw on these black riding boots. It's about 40 degrees outside. I think the high is gonna be 50 something. So I'm only gonna be out this morning and then I'll be back home. The shoes I had on last night, whew, my feet hurt. Like this foot, the bad foot. Anyway, so I got these boots on. I bought these boots in my favorite place, Portugal. Yes, I went in the store. They were having a sale on all their boots for half off. Leather, great heel on them. This really nice silver detail on the back. Love these boots, so comfortable. So it was between these boots and wearing these. These definitely are statement-y, but I'm going to be doing a tour today, and I was like, I don't want to wear a heel. I'll save those boots for later. Remember, I thrifted those at Goodwill last year. Such a great find via Spiga. No makeup. I'm going to throw on my blue light regular glasses. I'm already late. They know that I'm running late. Anyway, that's it. Let me get out of here. We're going to pack for Cleveland. I'm going to get to bed super early tonight because I want to get on the road by 3 a.m. because it's a 6-hour drive. They're an hour ahead, and I want to be at the first thrift store by 10. The thrifting in Cleveland will probably be a separate video, especially if it turns out to be really good thrifting. So I might be saying goodbye to you once we hit the road, or we might continue. I'm not sure. All right, you guys, see you in a bit.